In the headlines, troops of Operation Hadarin Daji kill wanted bandit leader in Zamfara. Military provides assistance to Maiduguri flood victims. Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission fines Abuja Disco 1.69 billion naira for overbilling customers. On the foreign scene, Mpox vaccine access set to speed up as World Health Organization approves first jab. Good evening and welcome to the news update on Trust Television. I am Aisha Salihu. Now the news in detail. We'll begin with update from the northwest region of the country, where troops of Operation Hadarin Daji have neutralized a wanted bandit leader, Halilu Subobo. He was killed on Thursday in an ambush by the troops in Kwaren Kiria, a community under Maru local government area of Zamfara state. Halilu Subobo is an indigene of Niger Republic, but resides in a forest in Zamfara state and often escaped to Niger Republic after operating in Nigeria. Subobo, a notorious gun runner who also owned a thriving illegal gold mining operation in Bagega and other communities around Sumkei Forest in Anka local government area of Zamfara state. Subobo had a camp on the western side of Bagega and controlled communities and all mining sites in the area. He was declared wanted by the defense headquarters in May this year. Also, troops of the Nigerian army deployed for counter-terrorism operations in Kaduna State have rescued no fewer than 13 kidnapped students. The rescued students comprise 6 males and 7 females. A statement on X by the Nigerian army on Friday said the students were rescued after a fierce gun duel with terrorists at Chigbolu village, Kachia local government area of Kaduna State. The army also said dangerous weapons were also recovered from the terrorists during the operation. According to the statement, troops also eliminated some insurgents while some others were captured alive. The troops recovered 1 AK-47 rifle, 87 rounds of 7.63mm ammunition, 4 magazines, a locally fabricated rifle, and the sum of 192,000 naira, 220 naira. Additionally, 5 solar panels, 5 mobile phones, dry rations, and clothing items were recovered. The rescued victims have been promptly evacuated to 1 Division Medical Services and Hospital for medical attention. The Delta State Police Command has intensified efforts to apprehend the interim chairman of Adagbarasa Ogolo community, Okwe local government area of the state, over the alleged murder of one Sam. The chairman, whose identity is yet to be fully disclosed, is reportedly on the run after the incident, which has sent shockwaves through the community. The Delta State Commissioner of Police, through the Police Public Relations Officer, SP Edafe Bright, confirmed the development on Friday. According to reports, the unfortunate incident occurred during a disagreement between the chairman and the victim. The situation escalated, leading to Sam's tragic death, which has sparked outrage among residents who are calling for justice.
Regarding the murder of one Sam Onobra Ikpenyen, a representative of the Sand Beach in Adagbasa Ogolo community in Okwe local government area on the 6th of September 2024, the command have been getting tags from concerned members of the public regarding the murder of this victim. And we are here to let you know that we are aware of the incident and we are investigating. The Commissioner of Police Delta State has mandated the DPO to unravel the mystery behind the death of this young man. However, our interim investigation revealed that the interim chairman went to the Sand Beach where he met the deceased, Sam Onobra Ikpenyen, where they were having arguments regarding rights as the chairman, which includes 1 trailer load of sand. And the chairman himself said, no, it's not 1, it is 2. However, it resulted to a bloody fight.
In the aftermath of severe flooding that devastated communities in Maiduguri, the Borno state capital, the Nigerian military has stepped in to provide critical humanitarian assistance to affected residents. Displaced families, many of whom lost their homes and possessions in the floodwaters, are finding some solace through the government and the military's rapid response efforts. Soldiers are seen distributing some essential supplies to flood victims as the ferry individuals trying to navigate the waters to the safer grounds. Authorities noted that beyond the immediate relief, the military is also working closely with local leaders and aid organizations to coordinate rescue operations, transport stranded families to safer locations, and offer medical attention to those suffering from possible waterborne diseases and other health concerns exacerbated by the floods. Also, the National Emergency Management Agency has said that the widely reported flooding in Maiduguri, Borno State is beginning to recede and normalcy is returning to the metropolis. Director General Nema Zubaida Umar revealed this in a statement on Thursday while giving an update on the current situation in the worst flooding occurrence in the history of Nigeria. Umar, however, added that the search and rescue operation continues. She said victims of the disaster are being sheltered temporarily at the 8 camps provided by the state government. She added that preliminary assessment estimated the number of affected persons to be over 400,000. With the support of the armed forces, paramilitary, civil society organizations, humanitarian partners, and the good people of Borno State, the victims evacuated from the flooded areas that are not in the camps are being accommodated by their relations in safe, higher areas. A total of 46,853 farmers from 5,863 households have been displaced by banditry, terrorism, flooding, and communal clashes across Niger State. A data obtained from the Niger State Emergency Management Agency showed that some of the farmers had been displaced by banditry since 2018. The breakdown of the figure showed that the affected farmers comprised of 5,863 men, 23,450 women, and 17,540 children. The agency said there were 5,823 internally displaced persons at the Gwada IDP camp, comprising 970 men, 2,051 women, and 2,802 children. At the Kota IDP camp, Nsema revealed that there were 3,180 displaced farmers made up of 530 men, 1,040 women, 1,610 children, saying that both camps were established in October 2018. And to political matters, the Kano State Independent Electoral Commission has reduced charges for chairmanship and councillorship positions in the upcoming local government area elections in the state. The charges have been described as exorbitant by opposition parties in the state, with some of them dragging the commission to court. The chairman of the state's electoral umpire, Sani Malum Fashi, announced that the fees for chairmanship and councillorship positions are now 9 million naira and 4 million naira respectively. The commission had earlier pegged the nomination fees at 10 million naira for chairmanship and 5 million naira for councillorship positions.
The electoral law of the state also gave us the right to charge fees and at our own discretion. Section 51, subsection A and B, give us unrestricted right to charge fees. So, we are backed by law to do so. But because we are restrained by courts, not charged, even when Kaduna charged 10 million naira without any restraining order, even when Jigawa is going to charge 5 million naira without restraining order, even when Katsina charge 3 million naira without restraining order, even when Ibonyi and Bayelsa charge more than 10 million naira without restraining order, here in Kano, order was granted, restraining us. We are going to comply. We are law-abiding institutions. Our activities are constitutional and legalistic.
This is the news update coming to you live from Trust TV studios in the nation's capital. Still in the news. Lagos bakers decry rising prices of baking ingredients. We'll bring you details of the story and more after the break. Don't go away. Thanks for staying with us. Let's take a look at some of our top stories again. Troops of Operation Hadar in Daji kill wanted bandit leader in Zamfara state. Military provides assistance to Maiduguri flood victims. Nigerians in Lagos are groaning over the increase in the cost of baking ingredients, leading to a significant rise in bakery products. For instance, flour, a primary ingredient in baking, has risen to 4,500 naira per pint, while sugar has increased to 8,000 naira per pint. Victoria Tekolo, who spoke to traders and bakers in Lagos, sent in this report as presented from our studio.
The recent increase in fuel price has given bakers in Lagos cause for concern over the resultant increase in the cost of baking ingredients. This surge in prices has in turn led to a significant rise in the cost of their final product, such as bread, cakes, and other pastries made from flour. Sellers of baking ingredients at Masalasi Alaji Market in Lagos said the escalating prices of essential items such as flour, sugar, and other baking necessities is no making of theirs.
Some things of the baking like butter, like all this butter, we used to sell butter like Simas. Simas, we got it 45,000 per carton. Where we got Dafa 46,000 per carton. So each one sachet of butter now, we sell it 850 for carton price of Simas. Where the same price with the Nafa, 850.
The 8 now we are selling. Before we used to sell it 8,500, but now because of the increasing of more all these things that we have, fuel problem and all these things, now we used to sell a pen 16,500. The smallest cup we used to sell it some 3,500, some 4,500. The sugar also now it's almost, we used to buy it before 32,000, but now it's almost 83,000 naira.
The rise in the cost of baking ingredients has compelled bakers to raise the prices of their products. In some cases, this has also led to a reduction in product quality, further exacerbating concerns among Nigerians who are lamenting the declining standard of living as basic necessities rapidly become luxuries.
They buy 500 milk, 5 naira now. The biggest cup is almost like 2,000 naira now. Before it's 500 naira.
The prices we give to people have also skyrocketed because of the prices we are buying from the market now. Every day I come, a new price is on the products that I want to buy. So when I go back, I also increase my price for whatever I'm baking for people.
Nigerians are urging policymakers in the country to reduce the cost of fuel, which in turn will bring down the price of baking ingredients, particularly flour and sugar, which are essential for baking.
The Jigawa state government says it is strengthening its local economy by empowering women entrepreneurs. In a recent ceremony held in Dutse, 100 women completed an entrepreneurial training program at the Jigawa State Women Development Center aimed at fostering household economic resilience. Governor Umar Namadi attended the event where he presented each graduate with a token of 50,000 naira to support the launch and growth of their small businesses. The report.
The women, during their training, learned how to produce marketable items such as decorative products, clothing, footwear, and jewelry. These products are in high demand, providing the women with opportunities to building sustainable businesses. Governor Namadi commended the quality of the women's work and encouraged them to expand their ventures for the greater good of the community's economy.
Our administration has always placed high priority on empowering people, especially women and youth, to become self-reliant and productive members of our society. It is with this in mind that we embark on the renovation and re-equipping of the Women Development Center here in Dusi. This center, under the leadership of the Honorable Commissioner of Women Affairs and Social Development, has now been renovated and equipped with the requisite tools and training material necessary to provide hand-on practical training on diverse skills like fashion design, liquid soap production, ISL production, ICT, shoemaking, and many other products that are on high demand in our daily lives.
The Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, who oversees the center, assured the governor of the center's commitment to addressing unemployment and poverty among women through ongoing skills development programs.
I requested His Excellency to direct ministries and agencies so that they can come into the Women's Center and patronize our products. Right now, the uniform being worn by the reformatory school student in Kafin Hausa, it has been sewn by the student of that center, as well as the shoe. So we want the schools, the Ministry of Education, if they want to sew uniform, let them bring it to us so that we can do it, so at least we can be able to sustain them.
The management and staff of the Women Development Center were also lauded for their efforts in making the program a success and were urged to continue empowering women across the Gas state.
To developments in business, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission has imposed a fine of 1.69 billion naira on Abuja Electricity Distribution Company for overbilling customers. According to NERC, the fine is based on AEDC's non-compliance with the Commission's previous order on capping estimated billing for electricity consumers. The penalty was contained in documented order issued by the Commission. The fine is part of the Commission's September 2024 supplementary order dated August 30 and signed by Vice Chairman Musili Osheni and Commissioner Legal Licensing and Compliance Dafe Akbene. In addition to the fine, NERC also issued directives aimed at improving service delivery and monitoring compliance with service-based tariffs. Also in business, the Naira depreciated significantly against the dollar at both official and parallel foreign exchange markets on Thursday. FMDQ data showed that the local currency weakened to 1,649 Naira per dollar on Thursday from 1,558 Naira exchanged on Wednesday. This represents 91.01 depreciation against the Naira compared with the 1,558 Naira 75 kobo exchange rate by the previous day. Further analysis showed that the Naira gained 81 on Wednesday. It fell by 91.01 on Thursday. Similarly, the Naira depreciated at 5 Naira at the black market to exchange at 1,655 Naira per dollar on Thursday from 1,650 Naira. The development comes 24 hours after a media aide to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Bayo Onanuga, celebrated the 1,558 Naira per dollar mark. And to developments away from Nigeria, the World Health Organization has for the first time pre-qualified an mpox vaccine. The announcement came on the heels of the arrival of the first MVABN vaccines to the Democratic Republic of Congo, the epicenter of the epidemic. The DRC has recorded nearly 22,000 cases and 716 deaths linked to the virus since January. So far, Some 200,000 vaccine doses have been delivered to the DRC by the European Union, along with about 50,000 from the United States. Mpox, previously known as monkeypox, is caused by a virus transmitted to humans by infected animals, but can also be passed from human to human through close physical contact. A killer who beheaded his mentor after stealing nearly $400,000 from him to impress his French lover told a Manhattan judge that he should spend the rest of his life behind bars. According to reports, convicted killer Tyrese Haspel was slapped with a 40-year-to-life sentence in the 2020 Lower East Side murder and decapitation of tech CEO Fahim Saleh after he bizarrely broke with his attorney in a dramatic moment that shocked the court. Haspel had listened to his lawyer, argued in court Tuesday for nearly an hour that the 50-year life sentence prosecutors wanted for him was way too harsh. Then the defendant asked to speak. The shocking announcement marked an end to the gruesome case and often strange court proceedings. And in sports, Nigeria's Junior the Tigress has qualified for the final of the Under-18 Afro Basketball Championship in Pretoria. The Nigerian side on Friday afternoon defeated Uganda 71-67 to book their spot in the final. The game lived up to the expectations, but it was the Nigerians who won the first quarter 21-20 and ahead by halftime 45-39. The Ugandans upped their game in the third quarter, but it was Junior the Tigress who won again 61-54 before wrapping up the game in the final quarter 71-67. Junior the Tigress will confront Mali in the final of the championship. And on that note, we've come to the end of the news update on Trust Television at this hour. Do not forget, you can always follow us across all of our social media platforms and also join our YouTube live stream for more news, programs, and documentary. I'm Aisha Saliu. Thank you so much for your time. Join us again.